there's other drama to be chatting about as well right now, and it all revolves around at Boston Connor's team. And I say this as a friend. I hope you view me as.
Absolutely.
You can't be this beat up about what's going on this Sunday.
I can't.
People watching and listening, I want to let you know, at Boston Connor has been a different human this week. It is, and this is not just a gimmick.
Week.
This is not just on air. You're talking about our guy, our man here. Seems so bummed right now, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Why? Why are you so bummed? This is a celebration. This is a one last time getting a chance to look back at all the great times. This is one last time, to see Tom Brady play in Foxborough. This is one last time to really take the trip around the old nostalgia lane and come all the way back home. And I understand that there's a chance that you're going to hear, hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done. But you see, be home anymore. Hello from the outside. At least I know. Sorry for everything that I've done. Clearly don't matter anymore. Listen, I know you're going to hear that a lot this week because it is eerily similar to this situation happening with Tom and Bill Belichick now that this book, Better to Be Feared or something like that from Seth Wickersham, ESPN senior writer, is coming out. And there's stories coming out that Tom just wanted to have a face-to-face convo with Bill on his way out.
One last time.
And Bill just wasn't home anymore.
Well, apparently he has spoken on that, and that's not true. From Belichick, at least.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So this book is full of fugazi.
Some of it, we don't know. I mean, there was no Brady, Kraft, or Bill real quotes or interviews from this book, so it's all outside sources related to those people.
Okay, so the book is called Better to Be Feared?
Yeah,
okay.
Something like that.
Better to Be Feared, something to be feared, Seth Wickersham.
Yeah.
And original quotes were coming out from this book, like I think last week maybe, that like maybe Tom was going to look bad in this. Like I thought potentially this was going to be Tom is going to look bad in this book, type book. And Seth actually reached out to me to come on the show and talk about it, and I didn't answer. I didn't say anything because I didn't know him, and I didn't know what the book was going to be about, and because I thought it was going to be an anti-Tom book, and it was like, well, I'm not going to become a place that's like anti any player. Like that's not what our show is, but we will talk about the book. That's kind of how I felt about it, in this whole thing. Now there's more stories coming out that, allegedly at a conference in Denver before having to travel to Detroit, Kraft was quoted by some of his peers anonymously that he said, I wish I could be here with like the most brilliant minds on earth learning things. Instead, I have to go to Detroit and be with the biggest fucking asshole of my life.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick. That's insane. All these sources, they're coming from places like, allegedly there was a meeting in Robert Kraft's office where something was said disparaging about Bill, I think, or something like that. And literally, if you're Robert Kraft, you know who that is, right?
Yeah, have to.
Right away.
Unless he's having a party of 50 in his office to talk about very serious things, and they're anonymous to the book, we're going to know and learn who these people all are, right? And if allegedly we're getting great sources and great inside information that allegedly Roger Goodell and Bill Belichick met at an airport hangar in Foxborough or in Massachusetts one time to talk about rules changes and all this shit. I mean, there's a lot that's about to come out from this book. I think we're about to learn about the last 20 years. And if you're a Patriots fan, I can see why you're potentially a little torn. Because not only are you staring down, hello. No, I'm not doing it again.
Please.
It has broken your heart because
I've already watched the video fucking 50,000 times.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe we need to keep out of it. Maybe you just need to keep your brain out of that.
Oh, yeah, you guys are helping me do that, by the way. Thank you.
We do feel bad.
I appreciate that.
But it has to be a tough week. I mean, you're staring down, the Goat Bowl. Julian Edelman termed that on Paramount Plus for Inside the NFL. Is anybody watching that?
Selling T-shirts.
I used to love that show.
I know, it was great when it was on Showtime.
And I was very excited when Julian Edelman was getting on that show. And now I don't even know where the fuck it is. Paramount Plus?
I guess.
That's a thing.
Well,
That's the thing.
I'm pretty sure Diggs is the only person in the United States who has Paramount Plus.
I love the show though. Like I will go watch. I like Brandon Marshall's
Yep.
on there. Sims is on there,
Yep.
I believe. Julian Edelman's on there as well. Ray Lewis was on there, I think.
he was. I think he still pops on from time to time.
That's a good show.
Yeah.
I like that show. They swear on that show. They're
Oh, yeah.
very relaxed on that show.
Have all the mic'd up stuff from the week.
It's a good show. They have
Great
access to everything. It's a great show.
Yeah.
It's on Paramount Plus now, so we got to start watching that. Obviously, we'll figure out what the fuck a Paramount Plus is, and then we'll go ahead and dive into that. How does that happen?
I don't know.
Why do they do that? Paramount Plus is probably awesome. He termed it the GOAT Bowl, though. Julian Edmond, who we were big fans of, and everybody else on that show, obviously. But he termed it the GOAT Bowl. And then once you start thinking about it, it is, right? And this is going to go down as a big conversation piece forever, I think. Especially with how much it was made out of it last year, and especially during the exit and the turmoil. And then, the quotes of the Johnny fucking Foxborough and all this stuff. It's so interesting because this is the most successful run in the history of professional sports. At the highest level in the biggest league everybody in the NFL will say the most difficult league to win in because so much has to go your way and there's so much physicality and there's so much risk in every single game and play and everything like that. But the dominance that they showed, the Patriots, was something that everybody wished that their team had. And also with all the asterisks that attended and popped up, that a majority of them are bullshit. It just added to the entire thing.
Yeah.
And now as a Patriots fan, you kind of have to live with all of that crashing down in like 7 days. Is that why you are currently so bummed about it? Is that what's going on? Or why are Patriots fans, are you representing all Patriots fans, like very bummed about the weekend? Or no?
I think there's some split. I think I'm bummed because we're going to be 1-3 and our team is not going to be good. I mean, this stuff, like this book, I feel like we've been hearing stuff like this for the past 2 years. It's not really anything that new. I mean, Kraft saying Belichick's the biggest fucking asshole in my life is hysterical, I think. Bill O'Brien trying to get fired from the Texans ended up getting promoted and saying, son of a bitch, I was just trying to get out of this place.
This guy's making actual bad decisions on purpose.
yeah, just to league
and
to get out.
And they are promoting him to every role
Yes.
on the team. This guy's, the Houston Texans have to be so fucking thankful that Coach Dave and Nick Caserio are there.
Yeah.
I mean, what the hell was potentially going on down there? Bill O'Brien, now this is all alleged. Bill O'Brien, now the offense coordinator for the Alabama football team.
That's right.
And they are beating the fuck out of everybody, by the way.
What do you know?
If
Putting
you
up
are
points.
wondering, they are very efficient on the offense. He was allegedly, via a source for Seth Wick, he was allegedly trying to get fired out of Houston so that he could succeed Bill as the Patriots' next head coach.
Yep.
And instead of doing that, he got the GM role, he got the head salary cap role,
Yep.
he got the H&R role.
Lead contract.
I think he got lead counsel
Yeah,
role. He got, I do believe he was marketing
He
exec
was.
as
He was.
well.
He's running
GM.
the Twitter.
He was GM, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's running the Twitter accounts.
Didn't get the chaplain though.
No.
Could not get the FCA role.
No way. They already had the top dog at that position.
Well, yeah, it's actually the top dog's right-hand man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
The top dog would be
JC himself.
Jesus Christ.
Of course.
But his right-hand man, Jack Easterby, you know what I mean? That's who they had at that role. And you would have thought with him there, maybe he could sense out that this guy seems to be trying to tank our team. But he's probably just all praying for him.
Yeah.
No, he's
exactly.
locked in on God.
Yeah, he's so positive. No, he couldn't be trying to do that to us. And then you read this book and like, devil works in mysterious ways.